Mr. Kwan went to YouTube yesterday and I looked up Robert Kwan and I saw a picture of a bunny. No,
that's not me. All right, let's go. Today's topic of discussion. Let's go on to the formula chart. Let's make sure we have the correct one. Here it is. Here we go. Yes. Cylinder. In the middle, where it's the cylinders. Cylinders are our last shape that we're learning this semester. All the volume shapes will be done in January when we get back. So for cylinder here, I wrote down radius and diameter so that you have a visual. And then we're using these two formulas here. Surface area of a cylinder. Cylinder. It's really easy to understand. Okay? Pretty much, go to the very top of your paper where it says circle. It says 2 pi r, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you look at your formula here, 2 pi r is also included into the form here too. They add an h, so it gives it height. So all that means is circumference is the distance around the circle. So the paper around the circle is your circumference, and the height is how tall it is. Yeah. So like here, total surface area includes the circles. Well, what does that mean? One circle is pi r squared. 2 circles is 2 pi r squared. So if you look at your total, it's 2 pi r squared. There are 2 circles. Did you think about when you use toilet paper? Did you think about what we talked about?
Yes. I do.
A lot of surface area going on.
Oh, never mind.
I used a lot of surface area this weekend. I mean, huh? Lateral area. Right. Right.
Not really educated.
Thank you. All right. So today's topic, again, we are talking about cylinders. Let's further examine this. Cylinders are very easy to actually do. This is a lot easier than prisms. Okay. Now, if you have a line that goes across versus a line that goes from the middle to the edge, this will be called the diameter. And this is your radius. And this little thing in the middle is your height. Now, even if the paper is written like this on the side, turn it around, it's still the height. And then the bases obviously are circles. The area for a circle, pi r squared. Cylinders. I know that you're thinking, we'll never use it at the end, this is stupid, I don't want to do this. I get it. However, this is helping you to become better problem solvers, so to follow directions, and multiply. Right? This is how we think, this is how we develop our, problem solving skills. And then when you have your own children's many years from now, they'll be asking you how to do these problems. Guess what? You're going to have to know how to do these problems. And you can't say ask your dad.
Ask my
Or
mom.
mom. Or whoever.
Nobody helped me.
Just say, I don't know. Okay. Eyes on the screen, please. Let's get this done. Now, 2 things really quickly. We have lateral surface area and total surface area. Students, on the bottom here where it says total, mark out where it says or. That is no longer on your chart. You cannot use that.
Oh, not this. The S equals 2 added.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. They took it off this past year.
Why?
They took a lot of things off the chart. That they used to tell you. I think where's my old chart? Last year, or the year before that, where's my chart? The year before that, this is the old chart. This is the old tax chart. They used to tell you P and B what they mean. This year, as you can see, there's nothing on here. I don't know. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay? So this is what you have to kind of know. So this is why I want to make sure that you understand how to use the different formulas, because you're still responsible for it. So lateral surface area, okay? It's 2 pi RH. 2 pi RH. That means you're only including, like when you tear the paper towel off the Roll, that's the lateral surface area. Or the toilet paper off the roll, that's the lateral surface area. Stop doing that. Don't do that. Okay? But if you're including, if you have a can as such, here you include the top and the bottom, that's total because you have two circles. That's why on this one it's 2 pi r squared. That's area of a circle. And there are two of them. Two circles. The height is right here.
3.
Height is right here. Height is right there. Height of the cylinder. Okay? So what I want to do now is work out the first one with you. Oh, because it's gonna take a lot of room here. All right. First things first. Look at this original cylinder. The number that goes across, Megan. What is it? You need to pay attention. I don't have time for this. What is the diameter for the shape? No. No.
Oh my God.
See, that's what happens when you talk to him. I don't have time for it. You don't either. The diameter is 8. Oops. Diameter is 8. The radius is 4. The height is 3. Do not use diameter because nowhere in the formula will it ask you to put D in. Okay? So then looking at your charts, Anthony, 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. Total surface area. Total surface area. Cylinders are probably the easiest shape to deal with because all you do is you identify the r and the h and you put it in. 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. Because one part is lateral, and then see where it says 2 pi r squared? That's 2 circles for total. No, you have a chart.
Okay.
No, you can use a chart. But if you understand the different parts of the formula, then it will make sense. Because I'm sure teachers in the past said, just know it, and then tell you why you have to know it. Here, that's your 2 circles, top and bottom. It's pi r squared. This is your lateral. This is your label side. And the height is how tall the can is. All right, keep this easy. This is really easy. Multiply the whole numbers first. Do the whole numbers first. It's easier that way. 2 times 4 times 3. 24. 24 pi. Leave that alone for now. Plus sign. Bring that down. Leave that alone. 2 times 4 is 8 plus times 3 is 24. All right. Second part. 4 squared. Now, 16 times 2.
32.
How about 32? Son. 32. Questions on how I got 24 pi or 32 pi? Yes. Okay. 2 times 4 times 3. 24. Plus sign comes down. 4 squared is 16 doubled. 32. Now, instead of multiplying it out like pi twice, who wants to multiply twice out? Pi twice out. I don't. Because you're running to the error of multiplying decimals and messing it up, right? All you have to do is add these together. 24 and 32 together.
50.
56. Now, all you have to do is multiply pi once. 3.14 times 56. That will give you the total, but I'm going to work this one out. Thank you for asking. 24 plus 32. Right? That's why we practice your skills. 4 times 6? No. 24, carry the 2. 1 times 6? Plus 2. 3 times 6? Add a decimal, add a 0. 5 times 4? Carry the 2. 1 times 5? Plus 2. 3 times 5? 4, 8, 5, 7, 1. Units squared.
I did it a different
That's fine. That works too. So it will be squared. Area is always squared. Always. Always.
You said 175.
175.84. Or 84 hundredths. Now, the question said, what's the lateral surface area? Then what number do you pull out from that equation?
The first part.
Yeah, just the first part. Okay. Now it'll be 75.36. If it says what is the lateral surface area, just pull up this one. Just do this part only. That's just lateral. Let's go to the back page setup. Perfect practice makes perfect.
Well, none of us are perfect.
Yeah, you can. You're right. Perfect every time.
Yeah, that's supposed to be practice. What?
Camille, read the front, please. On the back, read the first question.
A water tank is shaped like a cylinder and has a diameter of 22 feet. The tank is 16 feet tall. Paint side of the tank, 3 coats of paint.
How many coats? How many coats?
3.
All right, leave that in your head for later. 3 coats. Keep going.
You would need enough paint to cover an area of about question mark.
Okay. First things first. You're not lifting the tank up. The tank is stationary. It's filled with water. There's no lid on there, okay? All right. So let's label what we know.
22 feet diameter.
Okay, so we know it's a cylinder. Diameter is 22 feet.
Height will be 11.
So half of that for the radius.
Height is 16.
Height is 16 feet. That's about as tall as this building. Okay. Now, you're only going to be painting. You're not going to empty the water out. You're only painting the outside, the lateral, the walls, the lateral, the wall, the wall. Okay. So here we would only use lateral surface area. You cannot use total because you're not picking it up and painting the bottom of the tank. You're not painting the top of the tank.
Why? Oh, that's for the water.
Unless you're painting the water, which is kind of weird. So here, this can only be lateral surface area because you're only painting the walls of that side. Okay? So you can only use 2 pi r h. It's on your chart right here. 2 pi r h right here. Okay? 2 pi r h. Again, you cannot use diameter. That's why it's crossed out. Substitute the numbers in. 2. This is the same lesson I do in June. Pi r h. 2 pi r h. 2 times pi times 11 times 16. Multiply these together. Let's see here. I don't remember actually. No, it's more than that.
22.
20.
It's 176. And then you multiply 1600.
Are you sure? No. 16 times, that's 22, right? That'll be 2. That'll be 3. No, that'll be 352.
Where did this word you from? Oh,
11 times 16 is 176 times 2 is 352. Yeah, be careful about that. It's easy to mess up. Don't do this in your head. Did you do this in your head? No, you didn't in your head. Oh, okay. So you get 352 pi. We're not done yet. We have to figure out what this is. 352 times 3.14. Now, for time purpose, if you multiply it out, it'll be 1105.28. That's the wrong answer. That's the wrong answer. We have, how many coats are we painting? 3 coats. That's only 1 coat. We have to multiply this answer by 3 coats. Like when you paint one layer of paint. So when I worked at Lowe's in the morning, when I opened a 5 a.m. shift, painters come in about 6 o'clock, and they would do like tons of math because they know that 1 gallon covers 350 square feet. That's a lot of paint, right? A 5-gallon paint can give them like 3 bedrooms, 2 to 3 bedrooms, easy. So because they were painters, they were working these jobs, they had to figure out, okay, I can only buy this much because I have to pay for this myself. If I buy too much paint, I'm out of money, right? So they use math all the time, especially lateral surface area, like in the summer. So this total would be 3,315.84 feet squared. So if you're a painter and you're bidding for jobs, you have to know how much paint you need. If you buy too much, you're going to be losing money. It happens all the time. Paint has a shelf life. Yeah, but paint has a shelf life. It expires if you leave it alone. Any questions? I need 1 sheet of paper out, please. Bring your own paper, please. This is not Walmart. Walmart. Shop's closed. Not for you.
Open 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
Not for people named Valerie.
Really have to open the meeting time?
All right, let's go. Let's do this on a separate sheet of paper, ladies. Yes, sir. Let's do the following numbers. Shh, that's great. 2, 3, 4, 6. Why did you ask for 7? 7. Good Lord. Calm down there. 8 and 9. You have 7 problems tonight. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to do number 2 together. Okay. 6 problems is not a lot at all. I can easily give you 10 or 15. Quality, not quantity. Quality work every time. Quality work. Spend time thinking about it. All right, let's do number 2 together. Shh, on a separate paper. Number 2. Okay, here we go. Total surface area, people. 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. So sorry. 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. Now, looking at your shape, it's on its side there. Doesn't matter because you should still know that the radius for number 2 is 4 kilometers and the height is 10 kilometers. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. 2 pi R H plus 2 pi R squared. Don't make this hard. This is all you're doing. Multiply the numbers in. Multiply the numbers. 2, 4, and 10. How about 80? 80 pi plus 4 squared. What's 4 squared? 16. Double it. 32 pi. Add them together. 112 pi, and then what do you have to multiply? One more step, one more step, one more step. Okay, that's the last step is to get the answer. So you have 6.5 problems left to do.
So we can one again? Well, how are you going to lie to us like that?
Do you want me to do it now? Alright, let's finish it out then. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, here's the go. Let's go.
I want to go now.
Nope. You get 351.68 kilometers squared. Are you happy now? Good for you. If you don't know the lesson, I've already loaded on here.